All right, well, good evening, everybody. Welcome. Can you believe it? It's August 2nd. So welcome to our regularly scheduled Zoning Advisory Commission meeting this August 2nd. Commissioners, welcome. Staff, welcome. I call this meeting to order. Sheena, actually, Travis, are you, Jason, would you call roll? Thank you.
Christ,
Here.
Lorman,
Here.
Mulligan,
Here.
Norton is excused, Russell,
Here.
Zucchero.
Here.
Okay, thank you. Well, Jason, can you confirm we are in compliance with the Iowa Open Meetings Law?
Yes, we are.
Okay, very good. All right, Commissioners, we did not hold a meeting in July, so in front of you are our meeting minutes from our meeting on June the 7th. I'd entertain first any modifications or a motion for approval as submitted.
I make a motion to approve the June 7th, 2023 minutes.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Great. We have a motion and a second. Jason, if you would, please.
Christ,
I'm going to abstain.
okay. Lorman,
Abstain.
okay. Russell,
Aye.
Zucchero,
Aye.
Mulligan.
Aye. Okay, well, very good. So this evening, we have one action item, two public hearings. Before we dive into the first item, just so I can get some notes correct here, our council meeting for the items in front of us are what?
So the final plat of Chaplain Schmidt Island will be on the August 7th meeting, that's next Monday.
Okay,
And the two public hearing items will be on the August 21st meeting.
August 21. And then from staff, who's going to be presenting on each respective item?
I will present on the final plat. And then we have, I'm sorry, I don't have the agenda. University. Thank you. Travis will be University zoning request, which is item number 3. And then Jason will present on item number 2, which is North Crescent Ridge.
Great. Okay, so for everybody that's here, so as we get to your item, we'll ask you to come up to the podium here. So there is a little switch on it, so you can move it up and down. We'd ask that you state your name, state your address, and what it is that you're asking from the council. We will be going through action items first, public hearing second. So with the public hearing, we'll actually have you give your presentation, and then we'll ask you to sit as we open it for a public hearing, and then we'll close that up and ask you for any rebuttals to that and move right through it. So appreciate you coming in tonight. So our first item is, let's see, Chaplain Schmidt Island, the final plat of the island itself. So do we have our presenter this evening?
Good evening. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes, okay. I'm Tanya Trum with O'Connor and Thomas. I'm counsel for Dubuque Racing Association, which is the lessee on the about 36 acres on the north side of Chaplain Schmidt Island. DRA retained Origin to prepare this final plat in connection with cleaning up some lease boundaries. Currently, the island is comprised of several mineral lots, so this plat was prepared in order to define lease boundaries and allow for future development on the island.
Very good. Don't leave yet. Let me get to our, actually, any questions for Tanya at this point? Okay,
John Tranmer is also here from Origin if you have any specific questions as well.
wonderful. All right, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, let's move to Sheena.
Certainly so. Thank you. Thank you, Chair Mulligan. Sheena Moon, Associate Planner. So as Tanya articulated, they are proposing a subdivision plat here. This is a minor subdivision plat, and it consists of 4 lots. In the image on the screen before you here, I've outlined and color-coded the lots just for kind of ease of understanding how this property will be broke up. Lot 1 is approximately 27 almost 28 acres, and would encompass the Hilton Garden, the existing Hilton Garden Inn, Q Casino, Houlihan's Restaurant, and then the existing parking areas associated with those uses. That lot would have frontage along Greyhound Park Road. Lot 2, which is shown here in yellow, is about approximately 5 acres, and that would encompass the existing dog racing track area, which is no longer operational. Lot 2 would not have frontage along a private or public street, and as part of this request, they're requesting a waiver for the requirement for street frontage for that lot. Lot 3, shown in green here, is approximately 3.4 acres. That would encompass the area previously used for dog kennels, which is no longer in use, and that lot would have frontage to the along Admiral Sheehy Way, or Drive rather, along the east here. And then Lot 4 would be comprised of the remainder of that northern portion of the island, and that would include the Miller Riverview Park and Campground, hiking trails, and nature open spaces along Lake Piasta Channel. Lot 4 will have frontage along Greyhound Park Road and Admiral Sheehy Drive. It is my understanding the city currently owns property. They intend to maintain ownership. So at this point in time, I don't believe there's any changes to ownership. And then also, thank you, Wally. I will just note that although Lot 2, as I mentioned earlier, does not have frontage, it would be able to be accessed by way of a 60-foot wide access easement that would come across Lot 1. And if you can follow my cursor here, it would follow this existing drive to access Lot 2 there. And with that, I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have.
So Lot 2 is where the amphitheater will live, is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Thank you.
And so, so our access point for that will be off that, okay.
There's an existing access easement that takes you to the ski club property, which you see there's like a gravel road access. And with this plat, we're adding an additional easement just to go from that existing easement to connect over to Lot 2 for access, so.
Okay, sounds good. Any other questions for staff, comments? Okay, thanks, Sheena. I'm sorry, I do have a question. The access easement, okay, there it is.
Wait, is that one?
It is sheet 3 of 12.
There we go. Thank you.
There you go.
So shaded in gray here is that access easement to Lot 2 across Lot 1.
Is that,
There's an existing drive that goes along that
right, is it
easement.
access and utility easement?
It's just currently right now, it's just an access easement. The city owns all the utilities to all these different lots. And then in the future, if the city were to sell a lot, then we'd look at doing utility easements. But right now, utilities are kind of all over the place, so it'd be really complicated to separate and do all the access easements. But since we own it, control it, in the future, if we were to sell it, then we would address all the access easements.
Fair enough,
So-
okay, understood. All right, well, if there's no questions, I'll entertain a motion.
I move we recommend approval of the final plat of Chaplain Schmidt Island, subject to waiving the requirement for lot frontage for lot number 2.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve as submitted. Jason?
Christ,
Aye.
Lorman,
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
Zaccaro,
Aye.
Mulligan.
Aye. Okay, that motion passes. It will go before City Council on August the 7th. Thank you. Okay, we're going to move on to our public hearings, and I am going to get to the right page here. If our applicant would come up, please, that would be great. 190 North Crescent Ridge to rezone property from CS Commercial Service to C3 General Commercial Zoning. Good evening.
Hi.
Fire away.
We are, just what we're doing, we're trying to go from CS to C3 for our, we just purchased property for, we need to include like a gym for, we're trying to rent it out or lease the part of our building out to a CrossFit gym.
Okay, tell me your name.
Oh, I'm sorry, Adam Kafer.
Adam, okay. Thank you, Adam. And you're located where?
We are
Address?
at 190 North Crescent Ridge. Sim Properties is our LLC that owns the property.
Very good.
I am half owner of that.
Okay. Any questions for Adam? All right. So Adam, this is actually a public hearing. So what I'm going to do is ask you to sit down. I'm going to
Okay.
open it up for any public comment.
Okay.
All righty. So as I said, this is a public hearing, so if you have any comments in support or against, please come on up. Seeing none, I'll close it. Adam, I'm assuming you have no rebuttal to what you just heard? So what we'll do is we'll switch over to,
Matt, I think somebody wanted to come up.
oh, I'm sorry. Please, come on up. My apologies. I didn't give you a fair chance, though. I'm sorry.
Evening, my name's Rod Chickfry. I reside at 244 Hidden Oaks Court. I am in for the C3 conversion. Majority of the property adjacent to the CS is C3 already, and I think it'd be a great fit.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Apologize for being so quick there. All right, now I will close the public hearing. You good, Adam? Yeah, good. All right, very good. Jason, if you would, please, staff report.
Jason Duba, Assistant Planner. The applicant proposes to rezone the subject property from CS, Commercial Service and Wholesale, to C3, General Commercial, to accommodate an indoor recreation facility, specifically a CrossFit gym. The indoor recreational facility use is not permitted in the CS zoning district. The property is also planned as a lawn care contractor shop or yard, which is allowed in both CS and C3 zones. The subject property is improved with one metal warehouse building that was constructed in 2004. The 21,600 square foot building is currently not in use as the applicant is actively working on the interior build-out while also going through the site review process for exterior improvements. The shell of the metal building was originally constructed by Chig-Fry Excavating Company, which formerly operated a quarry here and used the building for equipment storage. The subject property was recently platted off of a larger lot and is approximately 2 acres in area. The approved plat permits vehicle access to the property through an access easement from the north off the cul-de-sac at the end of North Crescent Ridge. The lot is below the ground level of the land to the south and west of it, as it was carved out during the former use as a quarry, but is at the same elevation as the land to the north and east. The lot itself slopes slightly down toward Catfish Creek to the north. The comprehensive plan goals support this type of development as it relates to several values, such as adaptive reuse of existing structures and supporting recreation facilities to help people be active and healthy. The C3 district allows for 57 uses, and the CS district allows 39. Rezoning the property would make any of the C3 uses permitted on the property. The applicant intends to use the building for a CrossFit gym and contractor shops. Fitness gyms are commonly located in former warehouses or industrial buildings as adaptive reuses of properties. Examples of this within the city of Dubuque include Volve Fitness in the Millwork District and CrossFit Dubuque located on Cedar Crest Court. There are numerous other C3 properties in the area of the subject property, and rezoning the property to C3 would be an expansion of the existing zone to the west. Additionally, since this land is no longer being used as a quarry, rezoning it will permit additional uses and allow for adaptive reuse of the property. Any changes to the site must be reviewed and approved by the city's development review team. Thank you.
Thank you, Jason. Any questions for staff? Okay. Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I'll move that we rezone the property at 190 North Crescent Ridge from CS to C3.
Second?
Okay, we have a motion, and we have a second.
Christ,
Aye.
Lorman,
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
Zaccaro,
Aye.
Mulligan.
Aye. Okay, that motion passes. That will go before City Council on August 21st. Adam, best of luck. Thank you. All right, we'll move on to our next item at 1064 University Avenue, and I will highlight for the commissioners, there was an additional sheet in your packet that was emailed out as well. So I would ask our applicant to come on up. If you would state your name and address and what it is that you're looking for.
I'm Chad Struff, 1064, 1070 University. We haven't decided on the address yet. It's been all over the place for 34 years. I've been there since 1989, running the bar. And we're kind of landlocked, being C2. If you can see, we can't really go anywhere. So I'm here to ask you that we can be rezoned to C3 so that we can use our parking lot for some outdoor service. Seating, like I have in mind some beanbag things after work. We have a couple golf outings a year to be able to bring the golf outings actually back because I don't have room in my bar now. We have to have the party wherever we play golf at. So now I could bring them back and get that business into my bar. I've been asked for some outdoor dart parties, things like that we just don't have enough room inside to do. So we would get some like collapsible seating we could put out there when we use it. It wouldn't be an everyday thing. It may be once a week. It may not be once a week. I don't know. It's not going to be a use all the time, but that's what we're asking for, to be able to use the parking lot that we have attached to us for outdoor service.
Okay. Thank you, Chad. Any questions for Chad? All right, great. Thank you. Okay, being that this is a public hearing, I'll open it up and I will close it. All right. Travis, this is yours.
Yes, Assistant Planner Travis Shrubelgen. The applicant was very accurate in his statements. He is looking to do and move the use to the outdoors. Currently, it's a C2 district, and a bar/tavern is not a permitted use. Therefore, it's considered legally non-conforming. It was established prior to the zoning to C2. So in order to use the outdoor space or even to expand the use throughout the building, it needs to be rezoned so that it's no longer non-conforming. In this case, it'll be a conditional rezoning because they are moving some of these activities outdoors, and it's a C2 neighborhood, mixed residential. We are recommending hours of operation for the outside use as part of this rezoning. We are also limiting the uses to the C2 district, which is consistent with the neighborhood, and only adding then the bar tavern use. And then the third one is C2 signage, and that's just to be consistent with the neighborhood as well. We don't expect, because it's already a continuing bar, traffic counts, everything regarding that rezoning aspect isn't going to change all too much. We did get some public input. We had one letter from the radio station to the north, and that was a letter of support. They also signed this petition that the property owner sent out around the neighborhood, and he received a couple other, or a few other properties in the neighborhood. All of those properties are within the 200-foot notification radius. We have not received any other public input. And I would add that the owner will need to sign and agree with a memorandum agreement, just agreeing with those conditions if you guys choose to proceed that way. And that's all I have, unless you have questions.
Travis, has the applicant seen these conditions?
Yes, they've been supplied the staff report, and
Thank you.
I believe that's on there, yeah. As part of yeah, it's in the packet.
Very good. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, I guess that petition that the applicant brought in today, so it didn't meet the packet, but it's brought for today's input.
Okay.
That's all I have.
Great.
So just to clarify, does it include both 1064 and 1070 University Avenue? Just
So
10?
those are the same address.
Oh,
The next door property is 1074, is that? 1076. So the same property has multiple addresses. It's been going back and forth, and they are essentially one property.
okay.
Does that answer your question?
So, just to kind of, to explain that a little bit more, the city assessor has it address as 1070, but it's been addressed as 1064 since as long as Mr. Streetsman, 64. The bar operation, whiskey, it's been addressed as 1064
long as you're getting
forever.
your
So when we
mail.
put 1070,
Getting your
no one
mail.
knows what 1070 is. And so, hence the reason there's a little confusion going on. But the address of the property has been historically 1064, and that's how it's been identified, and that's the name of the operation. So,
Very good.
The city could send out a letter to the assessor correcting or clarifying the address.
yeah, we can definitely do that. That'd be, that's
Got a
typically handled
template.
through the building department. That's something you might know a little bit about, Rich.
Somewhere.
All right, sounds good. Okay, if there are no other questions, I'll entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I make a motion to rezone the property at 1064 University Avenue from C2 Neighborhood Shopping Center to C3C General Commercial with Conditions Zoning District.
Okay, we have a motion.
I'll second.
We have a motion and we have a second to approve 1064's rezoning as submitted.
Christ,
Aye.
Lorman,
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
Zucchero,
Aye.
Mulligan.
Aye. That motion passes. Thank you. All right, let's get to our agenda here. So any items from the public? Seeing none. Any items from our commission? Well, welcome. Carrie,
Thank you.
Yeah.
night was a whirlwind. We'll get you out of here in 20 minutes.
It's not always that easy.
No.
It's not always that easy, that's right. Sheena, help me.
Yes, so I think maybe the next order of business could be the, just having each individual requiring an oath of office today, maybe read those. That would be the next order of business, if you wouldn't mind. So we have three, yep.
Do they have to read
And so,
it?
no, Matt, so just, I'm sorry,
Not
just the
this,
page in
just
front
this.
of Commissioner Chris there.
Just this. We
Yes.
each have to read our own page of this. We all have it to sign.
Can
You
they
have
just
to sign.
read it to themselves? Okay,
The,
go ahead,
the,
Sheena.
the city
You
clerk's
in.
office has asked us to have them read that into the
We
record,
never
so.
used to see it.
That would be Commissioner Chris, Commissioner Zuccaro, and then Commissioner Lorman.
You and Sheena. All
Thank
right.
you.
All right.
Commissioner Chris.
Okay. I, Martha Chris, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Iowa, and that I will faithfully and impartially, to the best of my ability, discharge all duties of the office as a member of the Zoning Advisory Commission in the city of Dubuque, Iowa, as now and hereafter required by law.
Very good. Thank you.
Signed, sealed.
I'm next. Can I go next, okay?
You have yours, Terry?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, Carrie has hers too. I, Terry Zuccaro, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Iowa, and that I will faithfully and impartially, to the best of my ability, discharge all the duties of the office as a member of the Zoning Advisory Commission in the city of Dubuque, Iowa, as now or hereafter required by law.
Thank you, Terry. Carrie?
I, Carrie Lorman, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Iowa, and that I will faithfully and impartially, to the best of my ability, discharge all the duties of the office as a member of the Zoning Advisory Commission in the city of Dubuque, Iowa, as now or hereafter required by law.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carrie. Welcome.
Thank
Glad
you.
you're here. On our agenda, we also have appointment to the Airport Zoning Advisory Commission. I feel like this is a running joke, that particular
So,
commission.
also the election of officers, I don't want to skip over that one, too.
Oh, sure.
Yep, sorry, Chair Morgan, but yes.
Well, let's do the airport first.
Okay.
Who
So
is
we
it
only
now?
need to appoint, Commissioner Senf was previously on the commission, or on the Airport Zoning Advisory Commission. And as he's no longer with us, we need to appoint someone in his place. Chair Mulligan is currently appointed to that position
I'm
as well.
probably the
We
chairman
need
of that
two.
board.
Yes.
Has it
So-
ever met?
No.
Okay, great. I would encourage all of you.
I'll volunteer for that.
So Chair Mulligan, you are already on that. You're already appointed. So we just need to appoint one other person.
I think we have,
Oh, did Rich say?
Yeah.
I apologize. I thought you said that. My
yeah,
apologies.
Rich is, he'd be a great candidate.
Do we need to do?
All in favor?
Yep.
We have to entertain a motion. You
Yeah, we have to entertain a
I
motion
will
and then.
entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I move that Rich be appointed to the Airport Commission, Airport Zoning Advisory Commission.
Very good.
I
Well,
second that
we have a
motion.
motion and we have a second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thanks, Rich.
Taking one for
Sacrifice.
the team. Okay, election of officers.
Keep my calendar open.
What are we doing here, Sheena?
So we will elect a chair, a vice chair. Wally, correct me if I'm wrong. Have we done a secretary in the past? Staff usually serves as secretary, but I don't
We
Yeah.
usually have
appoint
one.
someone as either.
We appoint
because-
some,
In case they're both gone, then
Right.
that person has to. We've
Okay.
done it before.
So.
correct.
So with that, we'd have to do the same process we just went through, appoint or make a motion, a second for the chair position, the vice chair position, as well as the secretary position.
Are you willing to stay?
You bet.
Pat Norton for all three.
Mr.
Conspicuous.
And you don't show up, you're right.
Conspicuous absence, don't you think?
Mr. Chair, I vote Matt Mulligan, or I nominate Matt Mulligan to stay as the chair of the commission.
Are you willing, Matt?
You bet.
I'll second that.
All right, we have a motion and a second.
Christ,
Aye.
Lorman,
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
Zucchero,
Aye.
Mulligan.
I had better abstain from that. No.
Are you willing, Rich, to stay?
Too bad, you said
Okay,
yes.
too bad, that's right.
You said yes.
All right, very good. So we'll move on to our vice chair. Is Rich currently our vice chair?
Correct.
Is that right? Okay.
Are you willing, Rich, to?
Would you like to continue?
Sure.
Okay, we have a sure. Would anybody else like to be? All right. I will entertain a motion then.
I make a motion to, I guess, nominate Rich for vice chair.
I'll second.
All right. We have a motion and a second.
Christ,
Aye.
Lorman,
Aye.
Zucchero,
Aye.
Mulligan.
Aye. Well, congratulations, Rich.
Likewise.
2 appointments.
2 appointments, yeah. Good grief.
My calendar is filling up rapidly.
Are there any benefits with this position?
Yeah.
Okay, we have determined we want a secretary. So who's secretary now?
Pat.
Oh,
Commissioner
yeah,
Norton,
he should
excuse me.
totally be the secretary.
I nominate Pat to be the secretary.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All right.
Pat's
Very good.
willing.
Jason?
Christ,
Aye.
Lorman,
Aye.
Russell,
Aye.
Zucchero,
Aye.
Mulligan.
Aye.
That-
Carrie, as you can see, we're kind of a tough bunch to work with.
Serious
so.
business here.
Any other items from staff this evening?
That's all I have. That's all we have.
Jason, good?
Yep.
All right.
Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I agree. Second. So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Great. Meeting adjourned.
Thank you.
you.